In 1996, the Coen Brothers' Fargo brought dark comedy and crime to the frozen landscape of Minnesota. The film follows car salesman Jerry Lundegaard's failed kidnapping plan that turns into murder, investigated by the cheerful, pregnant police chief Marge Gunderson. With its unique Minnesota accents, you betcha, quirky characters, and perfect mix of humor and violence, Fargo became a huge success, making over $60 million worldwide on a $7 million budget. It got 7 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, winning 2 for Best Actress and Best Original Screenplay. Nearly 30 years later, let's catch up with the cast who brought this darkly comic masterpiece to life. Frances McDormand. Born the 23rd of June, 1957, Frances McDormand was 38 years old when she played Marge Gunderson. McDormand's portrayal of the cheerful, 7 months pregnant police chief became one of cinema's most beloved characters. Her performance balanced folksy Minnesota charm with sharp intelligence, creating an unforgettable detective who solved murders while keeping her wholesome goodness. The role earned her the Academy Award for Best Actress and made You Betcha part of popular culture. Before Fargo, McDormand had made a name for herself in independent films. She met director Joel Coen while trying out for Blood Simple in 1983, the Coen Brothers' first film, and married Joel in 1984. She'd appeared in several of their films, including Raising Arizona, Miller's Crossing, and Barton Fink. She also earned an Oscar nomination for Mississippi Burning in 1988. After Fargo, McDormand continued her remarkable career. She won her second Oscar for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri in 2017, playing a grieving mother. In 2020, she won her 3rd Oscar for Nomadland. As producer on Nomadland, she became the first person to win Academy Awards, both as producer and performer for the same film. McDormand has appeared in Almost Famous, Burn After Reading, and Hail Caesar. In 2021, she starred in Joel Coen's The Tragedy of Macbeth opposite Denzel Washington. She won an Emmy for Olive Kitteridge in 2014 and a Tony Award for Good People in 2011, achieving the Triple Crown of acting. McDormand and Joel Coen adopted their son Pedro from Paraguay in 1995. They've been married for over 40 years. At 67, she remains one of cinema's most respected actresses with an estimated net worth of $100 million. William H. Macy. Born the 13th of March, 1950, William H. Macy was 45 years old when he played Jerry Lundegaard. Macy's portrayal of the desperate, bumbling car salesman became one of the film's most memorable performances. Jerry's increasingly panicked attempts to cover up his terrible plan, complete with his nervous stammering and pathetic lies, earned Macy an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. He famously fought for the role, telling the Coens, "I'm very worried, because you're going to mess this up by hiring someone else." Before Fargo, Macy had built his career in theater, starting the St. Nicholas Theater Company in Chicago with playwright David Mamet. He'd appeared in small independent films, but was mostly unknown in mainstream movies. After Fargo, Macy's career exploded. He appeared in Boogie Nights Magnolia, Mystery Men, Jurassic Park 3, Thank You for Smoking, and Room. From 2011 to 2021, he starred as Frank Gallagher in Shameless, playing an alcoholic father for 11 seasons. The role earned him Emmy nominations and wide praise. Macy has directed films including Rudderless and The Layover. He's won 2 Emmy Awards and 4 Screen Actors Guild Awards. He appeared in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in 2024 and The Running Man in 2025. Macy has been married to actress Felicity Huffman since 1997. They have 2 daughters, Sophia and Georgia. The couple faced public attention when Huffman was involved in the 2019 college admissions scandal, serving 11 days in prison. Macy stood by her throughout. At 74, he continues working steadily with an estimated net worth of $45 million. Steve Buscemi. Born the 13th of December, 1957, Steve Buscemi was 38 years old when he played Carl Showalter. Buscemi brought wild energy to Carl, the talkative, violent criminal whose inability to shut up drives his silent partner crazy. His performance as the Weasley kidnapper who meets a terrible end in a wood chipper became iconic. From his unique voice to his nervous energy, Buscemi made Carl both terrifying and darkly funny. Before Fargo, Buscemi had appeared in several Coen Brothers films including Miller's Crossing, Barton Fink, and The Hudsucker Proxy, becoming part of the Coens' regular group. He'd built a career playing quirky supporting roles in independent films. Before acting, he worked as a firefighter in New York City from 1980 to 1984, an experience that would later shape how he responded to 9/11. After Fargo, Buscemi became one of Hollywood's busiest character actors with over 150 film and television credits. He teamed up with the Coens again for The Big Lebowski, playing Donnie. He appeared in major films including Armageddon, Con Air, Ghost World, Big Fish, and The Death of Stalin. He played Nucky Thompson in Boardwalk Empire from 2010 to 2014, earning Emmy, Golden Globe, and SAG Award nominations for the role that finally made him a leading man. Buscemi became a well-known director, directing episodes of The Sopranos, 30 Rock, Nurse Jackie, and Portlandia. He directed films including Trees Lounge, Animal Factory, and Interview. After 9/11, Buscemi went back to his firefighting roots, working 12-hour shifts with his old engine company 55 searching for survivors at Ground Zero. He stayed active in supporting firefighters and first responders throughout his career, never looking for publicity for his service. Buscemi was married to filmmaker and choreographer Jo Andres from 1987 until her death from a disease in 2019. They had one son, Lucian. In April 2024, Buscemi was randomly punched in the face while walking in Manhattan, needing to go to the hospital. At 67, he continues working with an estimated net worth of $35 million, remaining one of Hollywood's most recognizable and respected character actors. Peter Stormare. Born the 27th of August, 1953, Peter Stormare was 42 years old when he played Geir Grimsrud. Stormare created one of cinema's scariest villains as the nearly silent, brutal Geir. His cold, blank face contrasted perfectly with Buscemi's motor-mouth Carroll. His looks of annoyance at Carroll's constant talking and his character's final act of feeding his partner into a wood chipper became one of film's most shocking and memorable moments. The wood chipper scene has become iconic in movie history. Before Fargo, Stormare was mostly known in Sweden. He'd worked with Ingmar Bergman's Royal Dramatic Theatre in Stockholm for 11 years and had trained at the Swedish National Academy of Mime and Acting. He'd had small roles in films, but Fargo was his American breakthrough at age 42. After Fargo, Stormare built a successful career playing memorable villains and odd characters. He teamed up with the Coens again for The Big Lebowski, playing nihilist Uli. He appeared in The Lost World, Jurassic Park, Armageddon as the Russian astronaut Lev Andropov, 8mm, Minority Report, and Bad Boys the Same. He played Satan in Constantine and had regular roles on Prison Break as mob boss John Abruzzi and on American Gods as Chernobog. Stormare has worked constantly in film, television, and video games, lending his unique voice and presence to over 200 projects. He's provided voices for video games including Destiny, Until Dawn, and Mercenaries. He's also a musician, playing keyboard and guitar with his band Blonde from Fargo, named after his character. Stormare has been married 3 times and has 2 daughters. He splits his time between Los Angeles and Sweden. At 71, he remains highly active in the entertainment business, continuing to take on different roles across multiple types of media. Harve Presnell. Born the 14th of September 1933, Harve Presnell was 62 years old when he played Wade Gustafson. Presnell played Jerry's wealthy, controlling father-in-law, whose involvement in the ransom eventually leads to his death. His performance captured Wade's pride and toughness perfectly, making his shocking murder all the more powerful. Before Fargo, Presnell was mostly known as a Broadway and film musical star. He appeared in the unsinkable Molly Brown on stage and film in the 1960s, earning a Golden Globe nomination. He'd mostly stepped away from Hollywood before the Coens cast him. After Fargo, Presnell enjoyed a career comeback. He appeared in Saving Private Ryan, Face Off, and Patch Adams. He played William Jennings Bryan in Inherit the Wind on Broadway and appeared in the TV series Dawson's Creek. Presnell continued working until his later years, appearing in Andy Barker, P.I. shortly before his death. He passed away on the 30th of June, 2009, at age 75 from pancreatic cancer. John Carroll Lynch. Born the 1st of August, 1963, John Carroll Lynch was 32 years old when he played Norm Gunderson. Lynch played Marge's supportive husband Norm, a wildlife painter who provided the film's emotional anchor. His gentle, loving relationship with Marge showed domestic stability amid the chaos. His pride in getting his mallard painting on a 3-cent stamp rather than the more important 29-cent stamp was genuinely touching. Before Fargo, Lynch had only one previous film credit in Grumpy Old Men. He'd worked a lot in regional theater, particularly at the Guthrie Theater in Minneapolis, but this was basically his breakout film role at age 32. After Fargo, Lynch built an impressive career as one of Hollywood's most versatile character actors. He appeared in Face Off, Zodiac as Arthur Lee Allen, Shutter Island, and the founder playing one of the McDonald brothers. He had memorable regular roles on The Drew Carey Show, Big Love, and Carnival. Lynch played Twisty the Clown in American Horror Story Freak Show, creating another iconic character. He appeared in The Walking Dead and This Is Us. He voiced characters in Wreck-It Ralph and The Good Dinosaur. Lynch made his directing debut with Lucky in 2017, starring Harry Dean Stanton in his final role. He's continued directing while keeping his acting career. Lynch married actress Brenda Whale. At 61, he remains one of Hollywood's most reliable and respected character actors. Kristen Rudrud. Kristen Rudrud played Jeanne Lundegard, Jerry's kidnapped wife. Rudrud brought terror and desperation to Jeanne, the innocent victim of her husband's plan. Her difficult performance, particularly during the kidnapping and captivity scenes, added real stakes to the dark comedy. Fargo was Rudrud's only major film role. She did not go after a big acting career after the film, choosing to keep a private life away from Hollywood. Not much information is publicly available about her life after Fargo. Steve Reevas. Born the 14th of August, 1962, Steve Reevas was 33 years old when he played Shep Proudfoot. Reevas played Shep Proudfoot, the ex-con auto mechanic who connects car dealer Jerry Lundegard with the criminals who kidnap his wife. His character later attacks Carl Showalter and others in a motel room before going on the run. Reevas brought a quiet intensity to the role. Before Fargo, Reevas was a member of the Blackfeet tribe from Browning, Montana. He started his film career as a stunt writer in the 1987 film War Party. He had a non-speaking role as a Cheyenne warrior in Dances with Wolves, starring Kevin Costner. He went on to appear in films including Geronimo, An American Legend with Wes Studi, Twins, The Doors, and Wild Bill. After Fargo, Reevas continued his career with roles in Last of the Dogmen alongside Tom Berenger and Barbara Hershey, where he played Yellow Wolf. He appeared in the 2003 film The Missing and the 2005 remake of The Longest Yard. His television credits include the miniseries Into the West, Jag, Walker, Texas Ranger, and Bones. His roles in both Fargo and the TV movie Crazy Horse earned him an award from First Americans in the Arts in 1996. In 2004, he was honored again by the same organization for his work on the ABC series Line of Fire. He continued to receive many awards throughout his acting career. Reevas married his wife, Makil, a member of the Choctaw tribe and an artist and clothing designer, in 1991. They had 4 children together. He passed away unexpectedly on the 7th of December, 2017, at age 55 at a hospital in Missoula, Montana, while at home on the Blackfeet Reservation. And there you have it, the cast of Fargo, nearly 30 years later. From Frances McDormand's 4 Oscars to William H. Macy's Emmy-nominated TV career to Steve Buscemi's busy character actor work, their paths took different directions. The tragic losses of Harve Presnell, Joe Andreas, and Steve Reevas remind us of time's passage. The film changed dark comedy and became a cultural touchstone, leading to a TV series that ran for 5 seasons. Let us know in the comments which performance is your favorite, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more classic film retrospectives.